So I'll start. I'm Stephen, which is probably fairly obvious. Been in Fitzrovia for...
Fitzrovia Futures 2055 is a grassroots, locally run project designed to open up discussion on our possible futures.
I was asked to participate because I have an interest in utopian futures and the imagination and how it relates to place. And I live in Fitzrovia, so I come to it both as an expert of sorts and as someone who lives here. That's the only way I think that we're going to be able to imagine a better future together, is through the process of being able to imagine beyond the bounds of simple, single disciplines. I know it's peculiar to think of this dense a place in the city as a landscape, but it is. It's something...
Through workshops and storytelling, the project creates a level playing field for subject specialists and the local community to explore what's possible and what's preferable for Fitzrovia in the 2050s.
I'm Gary Hunter, I'm founder of the Fitzrovia Noir Arts Collective. I've been working in the area for over 30 years. I'm very impressed by the range of specialities that people are showing and the openness and sharing ideas for the greater good.
We tend to assume there is one future when there's a multitude of futures. I'm just wondering what does it take to get people to that mindset? So one's got one past, but the future can be many-fold.
Anxiety is that people travel to one future and they stick in that one future and they can't imagine the alternatives. The more of those futures people have, the more easily they can adapt and manage it when it changes.
Lots of forward planning science fiction was often quite negative. And so people tended to view the future as being more negative than it currently is. Is there anything there?
You're kind of creating a knowledge base. So I know it sounds weird, but if you've watched a film about the future and that was a negative film, that becomes part of your past. It becomes part of the base on which you create the future.
I suppose I'd like to see Fitzrovia sort of carry on as an actual sort of living, breathing community with young people, old people, a functioning school and enough housing that people can sort of live in. But that's probably sort of a lot of people's aim all over the London and beyond. People of different generations living here long enough to sort of get to know each other.
I think you're completely right, and I loved hearing people's stories today because I've been wandering around Fitzrovia for 40 years. I didn't know all this stuff was going on, and it's given me an insight into the history of this place that changes the way I feel about it and the way I might behave in it. So I think one of the things is to try and pull these stories out, these personal stories of the people that live here, so that people aren't making assumptions about who any of these people are and what they've done, and instead go, well, actually, she started this community centre and she did this, and she sort of drew that mural over there and that kind of thing.
We turn onto Foley Street. A gaggle of 10 people my age are gathered around the history bricks in what was the back wall of the school and is now our museum. We walk briskly towards them.
Too often, community involvement is around immediate and specific issues, but this participatory foresight project using applied science fiction is looking at a 30-year horizon, thinking in everyday terms and grounded in credibility from the subject specialists.
My name's Stephen Oram. I'm from a project called Fitzrovia Futures 2055. This is a community way of looking at what Fitzrovia might look like in 30 years' time. We've got people together who live and work here. We've got some academics from around the area who think about the future. We've thrown around a whole load of ideas, and from that we've written 3 short stories, 2 of which are here this afternoon. About 10 minutes long, which is the length of time it takes to walk from here to Warren Street. So if you're wondering how long you have to pay attention, that's how long you have to pay attention.
grandpops is teaching me, not that I need it really, I'm pretty shady already. I can do the mini drone circuit, high round the tower, under the Conway Arch, thread the needle through Naomi's View and land on the head of General Miranda. Top droning.
I think if I was going to send a postcard to somebody in 2055, I would just be very worried about the price of the stamp.
Very good.